nonetheless, let y'all see the clip real quick.
My lawyer brought to my attention, and I was really surprised that TMZ and that The Breakfast Club and Earn Your Leisure haven't spoken about this shit. But to me, this is something that's very relevant. So this was filed by New York State, not me. Jay-Z's statements to the press have poisoned the environment for the auction. He has claimed that he has a termination right under the Copyright Act and that the rights of reasonable doubt will revert to him in 6 years. In fact, he has no such termination right, and RAF is entitled to renewal term, which is now 67 years, meaning it will own the copyrights until the year 2098. Not 7 or 6 years like everyone was promoting, but till 2098, another 100 years, at least. In other words, the highest possible auction price could be more than 10 times higher than it is likely now. Given Jay-Z and RAF's actions, RAF is complicit by its inaction in pushing back such false statement.
So I'm going to pause that right there, because there is another clip that he has, other clip in a second. Basically saying that Jay-Z telling people that he's going to take back without royalty years, lower the value of the company, because pretty much that's the project of value of the company. So if you're trying to sell that company for auction off, then having those rights being taken away in a few years already set up legally with bad looks. So if that's not true, then it is a problem. And I'm wondering, like, is there really? Now, first of all, the first issue we need to address is, why is this man $800,000 child support? A lot of people don't want to get into that, but that's a lot of money for some child support. Now, I don't know what he did or didn't for this child during whatever time they racked up that much amount of money, but that's a lot of money. And because of his child support, sounds crazy when you say it, right? Because of this man's child support bill, he got to sell a whole company to pay child support. Now, anybody who's been on child support knows child support office gets to that. You're going to have to pay some taxes on it. It's a whole debacle when you really think about it. He's in for like $800,000. I have to look that up to confirm that. But I believe it's like $800,000 that this man is in the whole house. And I'm like, first of all, it's fortunate he's not arrested. Locked. Regular guys don't get to go $100,000. Oh, you know what? That's not even. It's $145,000. I'm sorry. Fact checking myself. So it's $823,000 he owes the producer for a movie he allegedly stole, and the unpaid child support is $145,000, and then he's got $0.7 million owes in tax. Well, damn, there goes the deficit right there. The federal debt is right there in Dame Dash's income, I guess. So because of all of these things, if you didn't know, he's got to now sell his third of Roc-A-Fella. And he's not even selling it to like a good auctioning price. Like, he's trying to get money from it, but he's auctioning it. He's being forced to sell. So he's not going to get to, kind of negotiate his way through it very hard, because in the day he's got to, and I'm sorry, pause on that. He's not going to get to negotiate his way through everything like that. But in all honesty, I think that, like, how much is it worth? Like, I hate to say it that way, but gee, how do you owe $8.7 billion in tax? and child support only won $145,000. Like child support ain't that bad now when you're looking at them taxes. But see, they get a lot of people like that on tax evasion stuff like that. How they got a lot of the, gangster stuff back. So we're not gonna get into that. I'm not talking about no gangster. Like tonight we're talking about is Jay-Z and Dash situation because what I'm not understanding is why now why can't they just get along? Jay-Z is a billionaire. And obviously Dame Dash got some money, right? So why can't everybody just work together, pay off who they gotta pay off, and then that's the end of it? Why do we have to auction off Roc-A-Fella to do that? Unless, of course, Roc-A-Fella was the only thing that Dame Dash had, and that's why they have to basically gut that business in order to. But that's a lot of money. $823,000 to film. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't really check into the whole stolen movie situation, but stolen movie it was worth $120,000. Hope it was a good movie. I forgot what the movie was called. It wasn't that good. I believe I saw it. So nonetheless, I brought us together here, right? I brought us together because what my question is simple. Can't we all just get along? If you got a couple of millionaires that obviously they did some business, they ain't gotta be friends, but we don't have to sit here and try to sabotage the auction and all this. That's petty for billionaires. And if Jay-Z doesn't have, like, if what Dame Dash said is true, and Jay-Z doesn't have rights to reasonable doubt till 2098, then Jay-Z's not going to ever have in his life rights to that music. So let's just, if that's really what's going on, then just say that and then move on with it. Don't be in here saying these things, trying to create a narrative that like Dame Dash is doing something wrong when really this man's trying to pay child support and a couple other like and tax child support and tax. That's crazy. That's really crazy. And the film, of course, let's not forget that. But taxes was the biggest one. $8.7 million in taxes. How do you stay out of jail when you owe that much? Oh, I see we got some folks in here. I can't really see that. I'm working on it. So thank you everybody that's stopping in. If you haven't done it already, hit the like button, man. Let's make this thing grow. I'm on here on the live because I don't want to get fined. Okay, I'm just playing. And when I say fined, I mean fined by the algorithm. Algorithm wants more. We're gonna give it more. So thank you everybody that's stopping. Make it. But nonetheless, let's go back to this Jay-Z situation. What I can't understand why, and I don't want to make it a race thing because everybody makes everything a race thing, but it just doesn't make sense to me. And since I see the race, I have to identify it. But why can't black people just utilize when the ones that got money? Because some of them don't have money, but the ones that got money like that should be able to work things out because money solves a lot of problems. Don't solve every problem. Like if you got the worst cancer ever, I don't know if they have a cure for it, but if you got enough money, you might be able to get yourself out of that situation. So money can have its own implications, right? So what I can't understand is why two people who have money can't say, look, I got money, you got money. That means we got money, meaning we can do whatever the hell we want when it comes to these situations. When it comes to selling and buying and moving things around, they got all types of accounts and all that kind of stuff. So really, I read this story in, what is this? Stereo Gum was where I originally got it from. And I'm going to start calling bull because I think that maybe Jay-Z thought he had the rights to that because that's the easily debunkable kind of thing. Like if you don't, it's going to be in the contract and you can be like, look, here's the contract. And then that's the end of that whole debate. So why not go the extra step to just find that out before you go trying to bring down the value of something. I believe that Jay-Z actually thinks he does have some rights to that, meaning there was probably a conversation maybe 10, 15 years ago about it that we just don't know about. And he seems to have an opinion about it. So we're going to find out later how that's going to roll. I don't know. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know all of the ins and outs of it, but the first story I saw was Jay-Z's trying to sabotage Dame Dash selling a third of the company. But he's a third owner as well. There's a three-part situation. So if a third of the company is sold at a lower price, he could just buy that third and be a 2/3 owner of that company. That's the game right there. So if you haven't peeped, that's the BS if you didn't understand what's really going on. They went this whole, he's trying to sabotage. He's not trying to sabotage nothing. He's trying to get that price to go down so he can buy it because he got money. Like my man Brix always says, follow the money. It'll take you where you don't want to go, but it'll tell you what you do want to know. Very simple stuff. So if Jay-Z has all that money and Dame Dash has all that money, I would love, in today's times, everything's just kind of crazy. Everybody's so, I don't want to say nervous. It's just like people are just very high strung and they snappy. And instead of using their minds and their money, a lot of times they're just using emotions and making snap decisions. So if Jay-Z really did that just to sabotage something, like I'm going to be real. I don't know Jay-Z personally. Not at all. Never met the man. I've listened to his music in a couple performances, right? From what he's actually accomplished over time, I would venture to say he's probably not an idiot, right? So most moves are moves that make moves when a person is smart. When they're moving, every move, it's like chess, right? Every move is really setting up the next move. And if you're paying attention to the current move, you're missing the fact that he's already a step ahead. And that's why I said, peep the game of bringing that price down. He has the money to bring it in. And now he owns 2/3 of it. And he could probably restart the label with some new art. I don't know. Everybody's mad at Jay-Z right now about this Lil Wayne and him snubbing Lil Wayne. And I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I was a little upset myself initially. And I've gotten over it now. So, it is what it is. We don't know who the powers that be that move those little curtains actually are. And we don't know how Jay-Z and Lil Wayne's relationship really, like, we the people, we just be speaking on stuff. And I don't know, they might not like each other. Like, just being honest, a lot of people out here don't like each other. Like, that's why they trying to assassinate folks and just, people just don't like each other. Like, you can't even have a good debate conversation with folks these days. Everybody got to be so upset about everything on their side. I get it. You got a difference of opinion than me. That's fine. That's what a healthy debate is all about. Tell me your side, I tell you my side. And at the end, hopefully we can meet in the middle. And if we don't meet in the middle, fuck it. That's cool too. And that's what a lot of folks miss. So, but when they don't meet in the middle, then it's like, I got to fight for my side. Now I got to be angry. Now I got to be, and I can be angry because you made me mad. And so no matter what happens, we allow these beefs to continue for 10, 15, 20 years to the point where we're talking about a beef that Jay-Z had so many years ago. Remember in the song when he said, Biggs made $1 million, Dames made $1 million. He knows everybody made all this money. And he even gave them their props later in his career. I think that was the Pound Cake song. So think about it like this. It's a power move. It's not he's just being a petty dude and he just wanna make Dame Dash go to jail for child support. No, that would be stupid. That's dumb. Now he might go down for them taxes. 8.7 million. Boy. Woo! I'm trying to tell you. So if anybody can really truly explain what it's gonna take for the folks with money to get along, because right now even the folks with money ain't getting along. And I'm thinking you know, a lot of us out here, we working our butts off trying to get some money, right? And if you go through all of that, if you go through all of that just to fall on your face with baby oil in your butt crack, like it just seems like it was a waste to me. I don't know. You know, I'm no expert on that type of situation. So nonetheless, I don't know what happened to my chat box over here, but I think someone sent the chat. So if you did, thank you for sending the chat. I appreciate it. So nonetheless, I had to bring up my interesting topic of the evening. I asked the question, and I couldn't quite get the answer that I was looking for. So I figured I would bring it to you guys on the internet and see what y'all had to say. That's fun. But on a random night, this is what I need everybody to take a moment. Okay. I need you to like and subscribe to the channel. Anytime you see a video come up, make sure you hit that bell, hit that like, and let's keep the algorithm awake. Because sometimes I get tired. I get a little tired. So let me be 100% honest. For anybody else out there in the world, I consider Jay-Z one of my top. So you can like that or not. I don't care. That's me personally, based on the time I was born, location I came from, being a northerner, you know, the time I came through high school, college, he was hot, and he's been there ever since. So in my lifetime, I see Jay-Z, I see Roc-A-Fella. I'm hoping that none of them go down with that Diddy stuff. I'm really hoping, because I hate to say it, I'd rather just see Diddy disappear by himself like he was trying to do initially when he deleted all his Instagrams and all that. I'd like to see that. But I feel like the let's make a deal people are going to get to him and say, hey, you know, we've seen a couple of things that these folks can go down for. If you snitch on them a little bit, you know, you might be able to get a little less time than the rest of your life. So, I don't know. He might. He might. But I'm just hoping he don't take another iconic label like Roc-A-Fella and all of those folks down. Because that was pretty much, you know, like one of the biggest segments between Roc-A-Fella and Bad Boy. And then he had, of course, like Murder Inc. and all that kind of stuff going on. It was all going on at the same time. But now a lot of those groups and labels have kind of aged out, you know? And it's into this new thing. So I would prefer to see Jay-Z, Damon Dash. I really would. I think it would be good for the culture. I really, because they both got money. They both iconic, and right now, neither one of them is involved in that Diddy stuff. So how about we make a unifying statement instead of a divisive? But if Jay-Z's ultimate goal is to just buy the company at a lower price because Dame Dash has to auction it off, then checkmate on that. You know what I'm saying? Credit where credit's due. But I don't think that's absolutely necessary. I need some audit. What else we got going on today? Hold on. I got sound effects. See if that works.
Oh, you are just the worst type of person.
I don't know if that worked. Maybe y'all heard that. Maybe you didn't. Nonetheless, shouts to my boys Brix and Bravo. They couldn't make it in tonight. We had to I had to drop on this because the story dropped real quick, and I didn't really want to wait. I wanted to talk about it. I wanted to have it up on this interweb because I really think that right now everybody's like at war with each other, even at war with people they made money with, even at war with people they call friends, even at war with people they call family. Everybody is at war with something right now, even at war with yourself. I know I go through a war with myself every single day, every day, constant battle. And I also have a constant playlist of music that goes on in my head. I think that's weird, but I could be the only person. Like at any given time, I could just look in my head and a song is literally playing, and I could just start singing it. It's really crazy. So I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. But the point is, when I go out, even in the nice area that I live in, there's a lot of tension. Everybody's tense right now. I don't know. It might have something to do with the whole presidential thing. I don't know. I just know everybody's too damn tense. Everybody got to relax a little bit, calm down. It's not even that serious. We got work to do. And if we're just arguing with each other the whole time, we're not going to get nothing done. We're just going to be sitting around arguing. So, I'll tell you right now, if I can get this chat box to open up, I'd be very happy with that. Oh, there we go. I just needed a moment. Okay. All right. Am I back? Can y'all hear me? Oh, she did hear. Okay, y'all did hear the sound effects. Okay. I don't know. Like I said, I'm still working on it. But I'm here just so I don't get fined. Just like Marshawn Lynch, like Beast Mode. So let's bring it back. Let's bring it all the way back to the very beginning part of the show. The question is simple. Do we think that Jay-Z is just being petty or that he's making a powerful business? I already know what I think. And it's pretty obvious what it is. Now, I'm just going to say this. I don't like the way they reported it, man. Had me thinking Jay-Z was being petty like a little girl. You know? I hate to say it like that, but like a little, you know what I'm saying? That's what I was like, oh, come on, Jigga. Come on. Right now, with the way things are, put some baby oil on it. You know what I'm saying? Smooth it out. But anyway, so I felt a certain type of way about it. But then when I read it again while I was on the internet, I didn't even feel like that when I first started the live. I felt a certain way. And then I read it. I was like, he just trying to, yeah, okay. I get it now. I get it. So for anybody out there that knows Jay-Z, if you ever see this podcast, please ask himself why he would do that. And I'm pretty sure he's going to say, because I wanted to buy the company. Why not? He's got all the money in the world. Anything he sees that he wants, he should be able to purchase. Especially if he's going to do a good job with it. So I'm hoping that he does. I really am. But what's my timing looking like? Where we at? I'm sorry. I'm timing things. I'm working right now. I appreciate y'all tuning in. I appreciate y'all giving me a chance to have a little conversation. But sometimes you got to talk. Sometimes. But at this time, I got to go. I'll see y'all later.